Yes, people, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to TyrellgunnerTV. We're on to the match reaction, after that game, what we just witnessed. And should I say, the performance was poor, it was embarrassing, but we still made it through. We're into the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. But yeah, match reaction time, we're here, match reaction. Mansfield 1, Arsenal 2. And I've got to be honest, guys, listen, I'm happy that we got through. We're through to the quarterfinals, and it's going to be interesting to see who we get next draw. Obviously, that today was actually the last. I think that's going to be the last. Yeah, that's the last lower team that we're going to play. The next team that we're going to get in the draws is likely going to be a Premier League team. Let's be honest. But listen, we got to be honest about the performance. Like I said, I'm happy that we're through to the quarterfinals. Let's just put it as that. But we have to talk about the performance today, guys. And the thumbnail that I'm going to use, I'm using that thumbnail because the players deserve it. And not just that, the performance was disgusting today. We got to be honest. The way how we started that game, poor. We got to be honest, guys. We have to call it out. It was shocking today from the team. The lineup that came out, it was nice to see Max Dowman in there, Solomon. Players were rested. Declan Rice was left out today. Obviously, no Lewis Skelly because he was suspended for this game, so he couldn't play. No Saliba, no Gabriel. Gyökeres is on the bench. He didn't come on. Raya was left out today. Like half of the squad, Declan Rice, Saliba, Gabriel, Zubimendi, Raya, they all got left obviously back in London. They got their rest because obviously, playing Mansfield in the FA Cup, you don't want to bring all your best players. You've got to rotate the team, you've got to give a few other players a chance. And it was good today. The lineup that came out, it was a shock to everyone. The way how it was. We had a midfield of, on the way how the lineup was, everyone was getting confused by the lineup because the way how it was laid out. Some people thinking, oh, it's Max Dowman in the midfield. It was a weird one. It was a very weird one. But today, I'm going to be honest, yeah, some players today really just not good enough. Like Mansfield, you're thinking, yeah, this is a game for you to step up now. You got your chance. Jesus, I don't know where he was today. We're playing Mansfield and he couldn't even step up today. He couldn't even step up. Like, what was he doing up front today? He was shocking up front. He was so bad today, Jesus. He barely offered us nothing today. And the way how we moved in that first half, guys, it was just pathetic. It really was. Like, Mansfield, big up to them, first of all. Big up to them. I want to say, yeah, fair play to them. Because they, yeah, made it a proper tough game for us, yeah. We just edged it. We scraped through. Yeah, big up Noni Madueke and Eze, by the way. Obviously, Martinelli, fair play to him. He did get an assist, but he wasn't good today either. The assist, he's lucky that he got an assist because if he didn't get the assist, yeah, what would he have done? Like, the fact that him and Jesus couldn't really step up against Mansfield, it explains a lot. But the team overall today, the performance was not good enough. Now, it was like I said, I want to start off with Max Dowman because it was good to see him get a few minutes today. I'm happy for him. I am happy for him. It was good to see him get a few minutes. I thought he did. I thought he actually played all right today, but it was just tough out there for him today. It really was his first game. His first game back into the senior team. Max Dowman. It was a kind of a stressful day for him today. So. Yeah, but I'm happy that he just got a few minutes. But we needed that trying to get back up to speed and trying to get back into the team again. It was nice. But fair play to Max Dowman. Solomon, when he has the ball to his feet, he actually. The thing of Solomon, yeah. It was in the second half that he started to look a bit shaky. I thought in the first half, when he has the ball to his feet, he's actually the calmness and the composure that he has is nice. But then in the second half in that game today, yeah. He was moving a bit mad. He was moving shaky. We were lucky not to concede a pen. The one that he gave, when he fouled my man, I think it was just outside the box. I need to go back and look at the game again when the highlights come out later. But we were lucky that was not giving away as a penalty. In the second half, he was moving a bit shaky. But it was good to see him get a few minutes as well because he needs that. The players need that bit of that experience, in the senior team. And it was good to see Solomon get a few minutes. But then, yeah, the defence today as well. I thought Mosquera, I didn't think he really had a good game either. I thought there was some moments in the game where he was a bit shaky. The goal that we conceded, by the way, came from Solomon's mistake where he tried to pass it to Mosquera. Big up to everyone on the watch along as well that was on the watch along, by the way. I forgot to shout that out. But yeah, Solomon makes the pass to Mosquera, and then that leads to a goal. Mosquera, people could you could probably say, could Mosquera do a bit better there? Give it he's given my man time and space to just get a put him on his try and put him onto his weak foot. He doesn't do that and he gets a shot off and it's 1-1. It goes in. Eze comes on, in the second half, bags that goal. It was a brilliant finish by Eze, I'm not going to lie. Fantastic finish. Love to see it from Eberechi Eze. I thought Noni Madueke today as well. On the right, there was times today I thought he wasn't really on it today. He got his goal, but I'm gonna be honest, yeah, he really needs to work on his end product, his finishing. There'll be some games where his finish is on point. Like it's a thing. The thing of Noni Madueke, he's not consistent enough when it comes to scoring goals. He's not a consistent like goal scorer where he's gonna do it every single game. Like we've seen in quite a few games where he'll go like he scored against Brentford, he scored against Wigan in the FA Cup. He's back today against Mansfield. He's not consistent enough, and his end product he really needs to work on. That first half as well, by the way, back on the first half, there was an opportunity that Noni Madueke had after he scored the goal. He had that another chance where he was through, but then he's like kind of like scoffed. Like how do you say? You know, he kind of like messed up the shot a bit. Like he kind of like just scoffed the shot a bit, and it literally like the way how he tried to slice the ball across the score, he sliced it and it went off to the pitch, and that was a bit unlucky from there. But there was another chance in the first half that he had. He had so much space on the right, and he literally just blasted it over the goal. And I'm thinking of my watch along, yeah, like what is he doing? Yeah, he had so much time and space to just try and at least get it on target, and he didn't. But yeah, that chance that I just spoke about there, where he was like one way he blasted the ball, blazed the ball over the goal. That was literally like I think like from about like what 20 something minutes into that first half, which literally way before he got his goal in the game. He could have done a bit more better today, Noni Madueke, but that chance was also terrible. Martinelli today as well, the next winger we need to speak about. I don't think he was good today. I think if he didn't get that assist, he's lucky that he got an assist today, because I think his overall game was just poor. The midfield now, Havertz, he started today. Like the midfield for me was a bit just nothing really there today. I'm going to be honest. Like I thought Mansfield in the first half just bullied, like got quite a few things better of us in that first half. I feel like in the first half they absolutely dominated, and they had a few chances themselves. We were lucky not to be at least 1-0 down in the first few minutes of the game. They put the pressure on us. They were just on it every time they had the ball. They were just bullying us. Every time when they lose the ball, the way how they were pressing and just the aggressiveness today they showed. I have to respect it, because they wanted it today in that first half. They were going for us every time they lost the ball, and when they were on the ball, they just wanted it. And it's like in the first half we didn't want it. But like I said, at the end of the day, guys, we're through to the quarterfinals. We won. Like I said, big up to Noni Madueke and Eze for their goals. But even though Noni Madueke did score as well, I don't think he was that good today either. But there was a few things that he tried to do. But sometimes I feel like some players do want to try their little flicks and tricks on the ball. Sometimes it's not all that. Take it seriously. At half time, though, I really want to know what Arteta was said to these players. Because when they came out in the second half as well, there was still no fight again. I just don't know what it was. And, we concede. We go into this, we come back out, for the second half. And then a few minutes later, we go and concede this 1-1. And I'm thinking, what did Arteta say to these men at half time? Was there, no encouraging speech? Did any player, say something, step up? You know what I mean? Sometimes in games like that, I expect something to happen at half time. I expect the manager to try and galvanise these players. But when they came out in the second half, there was literally nothing there. And I'm thinking to myself, what am I watching? What is this? But it is what it is, guys. It happened today. The performance weren't good. But all that matters is we won the game and we're through to the quarterfinals. So I am happy about that. And it's going to be interesting to see who we get in the quarterfinals the next round. Could you imagine this if we get Liverpool in the quarterfinals? Could you imagine? Or something like that. We have to wait and see how the other results go later, because we still got Chelsea and Wrexham versus Chelsea later on at 5:45, and then later on tonight you got the big game in the FA Cup, Newcastle versus Manchester City at 8 o'clock. That's going to be the game to watch. So yeah, those games are going to be interesting as well to watch. I will be watching them later on today as well. So yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see who goes through in those games. Chelsea should beat Wrexham, but Wrexham have been looking good a bit this season, so yeah, that's not going to be an easy game for Chelsea, but I still think Chelsea will beat Wrexham, even though you never know. The magic of the FA Cup could kick in later. You never know. Wrexham could beat Chelsea, Newcastle could knock out City. It could be a mad thing that we could witness later on tonight, but we never know. But listen, we're through to the quarterfinals, but listen, the performance today was not good enough. But at the end of the day, we still won. We still got the job done. And that's the only thing I can really take out of this game. But the performance, like I said, is just not good enough. We're headed into a game now on Wednesday in the first leg of the round of 16 Champions League against Leverkusen away in Germany. So we got to head out there and go win that game. We got to beat them. And listen, that's not going to be an easy game as well. And like I said, it was good that some of our players rested, because we needed to rest a few players. Yokres was on the bench today, but he didn't come on. Timber came on, which was kind of annoying, but at the same time, Solomon was moving a bit shaky. But we had to make the changes. Hincapié came on. Trossard, obviously he played as well. Forgot to bring him up as well, but obviously he went down. He had to come off. I'm hoping that his it was only a niggle. Hopefully, you know, it's nothing too serious that we don't have to worry about, because we need a lot of our players fit. You know, obviously it was a shame that Ben White wasn't in the squad today, because it looks like he's still not fit really enough to be back in the squad again. But hopefully we'll get him back soon. But yeah, apart from that, guys, so we just focus on Wednesday now against Leverkusen. We got the job done today. Now, all heads is all on Leverkusen on Wednesday in the Champions League. It's good to have UCL football back as well. But yeah, I'm excited for that game on Wednesday as well. But listen, we're through to the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. It's going to be interesting to see who we get in the next round of the draw. I think when is the draw? On Monday, I think, after the West Ham and Brentford game. I'm pretty sure. I think the draw is on Monday. So yeah, West Ham Brentford. I think that's when the draw is, after that game or before the game. I don't know, but let's have a look. But I'm pretty sure it's on Monday. It should be on Monday. So yeah, but people, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Let me know in the comment section down below your thoughts and feelings of the game today. But yeah, for me, you guys really know my thoughts and feelings. We're through to the quarterfinals, but the performance wasn't good enough. You know, we struggled to a Mansfield team that we should be beating. The way how the lineup was, we scored a lot of top players and top quality players to go get some goals, and we struggled today. We really did. We struggled. So yeah, Calafiori as well. You know. Like, for me, yeah, Kepa as well, by the way. There was times in that first half I got to bring up as well. He was a bit shaky. There was times where he had the ball at feet for so long, and he should have just booted it away. But luckily, like, it just didn't really happen in the worst way. But yeah, listen, we won the game anyway. Through to the quarterfinals, and yeah, we see who we get in the next round. But yeah, listen, people, smash the like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, TyrellgunnerTV, all three socials, people. And I'm out, people. Take care. We're out. Peace. Up the Arsenal.